The next thing on this list of traits that will set you apart from all the other women is wanting to look good for your man. All right. So, this is another one of those topics that can be sensitive for some individuals because we live in a world now that has made it all about it's about you, and what you want to do and what makes you feel good. And don't get me wrong, I don't disagree, so to speak, with that as the foundation of it. Like we have to make sure we feel good, we're pouring into ourselves, how we have to be mindful of how things make us feel. Absolutely. But I am a firm believer that if we want to be in a relationship, we have to have the mindset of, I want to look good for my partner. And let me be clear, I believe this is true for both the man and the woman. I know me, I know if I get in a relationship, I want anytime my woman looks at me to be like, damn, he looks good, okay? And whatever that is for her, as long as whatever that is doesn't cross a line that makes me uncomfortable or puts me in an unhealthy position or things like that, then why not? Why not strive for it? Why not push for it? Why not hold myself to that standard? And so I flip it back to the woman. Why not? Why not want to look good for your man? And again, believe it or not, the reason why this sets you apart from so many of the women is because you have a lot of women today who, again, some women are more concerned about society and their friends and how they think they look versus their own man. All right? And they're not putting or giving the same energy to their partner in that regard that they give to others. All right? They're not putting the same effort for him that they give to others. Now, understand something. Men are already very visual, a lot of men, right? So that tends to be something that's important to a lot of guys. Some, it may be less important, but I think there's at least some level of importance with most men when it comes to the visual of their partner. But when you have a partner who does not care to look good for you, to a lot of men, that feels like a partner who does not care about you. A partner that does not care about how you feel. A partner that does not care about their impact on you. So it goes so much deeper than just how you're physically showing up for me as your partner, okay? And again, it speaks to that deeper mindset and character of the woman. And also, I would argue love, because in all honesty, there are a lot of women that the reason they don't care about looking good for their man is because they're not truly in love with their man. That's just the reality of it. And hell, not even just not in love with their man. They've never really been that into him. They may have chosen him for other reasons. He may have been good enough to be with. They may not even be that strongly attracted to him, but they found it beneficial to be in a relationship with him. I know this sounds all horrible, but it's a reality for many people, or for at least for some people. And so when that man feels like he's not loved or cared about, it's actually true. To a certain extent, it's actually true. But you don't want, for the woman who actually does want to show the man that she cares and loves him, you don't want to overlook that or dismiss that and say, oh, that shouldn't be a big deal, that shouldn't be a thing. One thing we have to stop doing, men and women, is dismissing the desires and needs of the opposite sex. Just because it's not important to you or not at the same level of importance for you, that doesn't mean it should not be important to the other person. Imagine if you're a woman who values deep conversations, and this man who does not care for conversations is like, oh, why do you care? That shouldn't matter. It's not a big deal. You should love me regardless. I do other things for you. Does that make you feel any better? No. If anything, that might make you more mad, right? Because it's like, oh, so you're just going to just dismiss how this makes me feel just because you do other nice things? I mean, granted, yeah, I'm happy you do the other things, but this is still important to me. So ultimately, because there are so many women who have gone away from that mindset of wanting to look good for their man, the woman who has it immediately starts to set herself apart. And again, it makes the man feel more loved. It makes the man feel more desired when you want to actually look good for him and you take his opinion and perception of things into account, right? Rather than just doing whatever you want and who cares how he feels about it. That's just not a good situation to be in. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. Relationships are the key to a successful life. But there's 5 areas that we have to be mindful of when it comes to relationships. There's relationship with God, relationship with ourselves, relationship with family and friends,